You think you're doing everything right. Morning walks around the park. Plenty of vegetables, warm water, no red meat. But then one day, you're reading to your grandchild, and suddenly, you can't speak. Your right hand won't move. Everything goes silent, like time just froze. It's a stroke, and it comes when you least expect it, even when you believe you're perfectly healthy. I'm Dr. Eli. After years of treating older adults, one truth breaks my heart the most. Often, the people who take the best care of their health are the ones who never saw the stroke coming. They don't smoke, they don't drink, they exercise regularly. They follow a healthy diet, better than most guidelines. So why does their brain still suffer? Why do strokes still strike quietly, even in sleep, without a single warning? The answer lies where few people ever think to look. Vitamin deficiencies and the silent changes inside your body as you age. After age 60, your ability to absorb and process vitamins declines dramatically. And the heart, diabetes, and cholesterol medications you take every day, they can accidentally block your body from absorbing key nutrients your brain needs to function. Even your perfect meals may be missing one small but vital ingredient for blood vessels and memory. And at night, when your blood pressure drops, hormones shift, and your blood becomes more prone to clotting. That's when strokes most often happen, while you're resting, while you're unaware. It's rarely one big mistake. It's the small deficiencies, repeated every day, that quietly set the stage. But here's the good news. Scientific studies now show that by taking the right vitamins, at the right dose, in the right form, you can reduce your stroke risk by up to 50%. So which vitamins are truly worth taking every day? And how can you tell if your body is already missing them? You'll find the answers in the next section. When you hear vitamin C, you probably think of colds and immunity. But after age 60, its role becomes far greater, especially when it comes to protecting the blood vessels in your brain and lowering stroke risk. Think of your brain's blood vessels like old water pipes in an aging home. Over time, they lose flexibility, start building up plaque, and may even rupture if not properly maintained. In your body, vitamin C is that quiet maintenance worker, keeping vessel walls elastic, reducing silent inflammation, and preventing one of the hidden contributors to stroke in older adults. Many people assume they get enough vitamin C from fruits and vegetables, but in reality, your body's ability to absorb vitamin C declines with age. The early signs of deficiency are often subtle: fatigue, bleeding gums, dry skin, or mild forgetfulness. They seem small, but they're often quiet warning signs from within. Vitamin C doesn't just strengthen blood vessels, it also reduces oxidative stress in the brain, helping preserve sharp memory over time. And that's critical, because as we age, our brain becomes more vulnerable to damage from free radicals. If you eat little fresh fruit, especially citrus, berries, or kiwi, you may want to consider a supplement. But instead of the high doses, like 1,000 milligrams, common in younger years, older adults do better with smaller, split doses, 250-500 milligrams, taken in the morning after breakfast, for better absorption and less stomach irritation. Vitamin C may not be the strongest warrior in your supplement shelf, but it's the first shield your brain deserves on the journey beyond 60. If vitamin C is the maintenance worker for your blood vessels, then vitamin E is the shield protecting your cells and vessel walls from silent attackers. Free radicals. You may not feel it, But every day, billions of molecules in your body are being oxidized, a natural process that, when left unchecked, becomes harmful. Free radicals are the byproduct of that process, and they hit hardest where it hurts most: your blood vessels, brain cells, and heart. As you age, your body's defense against these invisible attacks weakens. That's where vitamin E steps in like a suit of armor. If you're living with diabetes, high cholesterol, or taking statins or heart meds, your blood vessels are even more likely to build up plaque. This is where vitamin E truly shines. It helps prevent fats from sticking to your vessel walls, keeping blood flowing smoothly and lowering the risk of blood clots, a leading cause of strokes. But here's the catch. Unlike water-soluble vitamin C, vitamin E is fat-soluble, which means your body stores it instead of flushing it out. So if you take too much, it can build up and cause harm. Some studies show that doses above 400 IU per day may increase the risk of bleeding, especially in older adults. So if you're not getting much vitamin E from foods like sunflower seeds, almonds, avocados, or spinach, you can consider a supplement, but start small, 100, 200 IU per day. And always talk to your doctor first, especially if you're taking blood thinners or aspirin. Vitamin E might not be the star of the show, but it's the silent bodyguard, keeping blood flowing freely through your brain every single day. Imagine the blood in your body as cars moving along a busy highway. Now picture bad cholesterol, LDL, as a fleet of slow, overloaded trucks blocking the lanes, clogging traffic, slowing everything down. When blood flow to the brain is restricted, your brain gets less oxygen. And over time, all it takes is a tiny fender bender for a stroke to occur. That's where vitamin B3, also known as niacin, comes in as a trusted road opener. Niacin helps lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and raise HDL, good cholesterol, keeping the brain's blood vessels open and clear. This is especially important after age 60, when many people silently develop atherosclerosis, a hardening and narrowing of arteries. As blood to the brain slows, nighttime blood pressure creeps up and stroke risk begins to quietly build. There's more. Niacin also supports memory and brain function in older adults. When blood flows freely, the brain performs better. If you've ever felt foggy, struggled to find words mid-conversation, or had trouble focusing, your body might be running low on B3. Niacin is found in foods like chicken breast, tuna, beef liver, and fortified grains. But if you follow a strict diet or limit protein due to kidney or heart issues, you may need a supplement. A quick heads up, high doses of niacin can cause something called a flush, a warm, red, sometimes tingly feeling on the skin, often with a fast heartbeat. It's not dangerous, but it can be uncomfortable, especially for seniors. To avoid this, start with a low dose, 50, 100 milliliters a day. Take it after meals. Consider a no-flush niacin if you've experienced flushing before. If blood vessels are the roadways delivering life to your brain, then vitamin B3 is the silent worker, keeping those roads clear, preventing the hidden traffic jams that lead to stroke. You've probably heard that vitamin D is good for your bones. But what many don't realize is that vitamin D3 plays a quiet yet powerful role in regulating blood pressure, keeping blood vessels soft and elastic, and calming inflammation, all major factors linked to stroke risk in adults over 60. Picture this. During the day, you move around, eat meals, and your blood pressure stays steady. But at night, as your body winds down, Some people experience a drop in blood pressure or thicker blood flow, especially if they're low in D3. And it's often in these quiet nighttime hours that silent strokes strike, with no warning at all. Vitamin D3 helps your arteries stay flexible and supports smoother blood pressure regulation. It also reduces widespread inflammation, one of the root causes of arterial plaque and vessel damage. When your D3 levels drop, you may feel tired for no reason, experience muscle aches, restless sleep, or even mood swings, but rarely does anyone connect these signs with stroke risk. After 60, your body naturally produces less vitamin D3 from sunlight. Many older adults avoid sun exposure, wear long sleeves, or use sunscreen, and slowly their blood D3 levels drop without notice. If you rarely get sun, live in cooler climates, or have darker skin, consider daily D3 supplementation. A safe range for older adults is typically 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day, taken in the morning after food for better absorption. And if possible, get a blood test to check your D3 levels before starting long-term use. Vitamin D3 is the inner light keeping your heart, vessels, and blood pressure running smoothly, even while you sleep. The golden key to preventing silent strokes. If I could choose just one vitamin to protect the aging brain after 60, I'd choose vitamin B9, also known as folate. Not because it's trendy, but because it addresses one of the most invisible stroke risks in older adults, homocysteine. Homocysteine is an amino acid naturally produced in your body. Under normal conditions, it's harmless. But when levels get too high, often due to a folate deficiency, it starts to damage blood vessels. It erodes artery walls, triggers plaque buildup, and increases the risk of blood clots. And sometimes it takes just one small vessel in the brain to rupture, and a part of your memory may be lost forever. As we age, our body becomes less efficient at processing homocysteine. That's why even older adults with no major health conditions can suffer a stroke simply from being low in one essential nutrient. Folate also supports red blood cell production, brain nourishment, and memory retention. If you've been feeling more forgetful, foggy, or fatigued without reason, your body might be signaling a B9 deficiency. You can get folate from leafy greens like spinach, romaine lettuce, or beans. But in reality, many older adults don't eat enough greens or may struggle with nutrient absorption due to digestion issues. In these cases, a more bioavailable form, like methylfolate, is a smart choice. Studies have shown when vitamin B9 is combined with B6 and B12, stroke risk can drop by up to 50%. That's not a marketing claim, it's published science, backed by major medical journals. A typical dose is 400 and 800 mcg a day, taken in the morning after food. And if you're on blood pressure or heart medications, check with your doctor before starting long-term supplementation. Folate isn't flashy. You won't feel it working. But it's the quiet gatekeeper protecting your blood vessels and preserving the most precious part of you, your memory. You've walked this journey with me, and now you know. These 5 vitamins from vitamin C to folate aren't just supplements. They are your brain's last line of defense against a silent stroke. But here's something important. Knowing isn't enough. Doing is what makes the difference. Don't wait until one morning you wake up, and your arm won't move. Your sentence stops midway. Your memory slips into silence. That's not the moment to wish you had cared for your brain sooner. Start now. Start small. Add one more leafy green to your lunch. take a folate tablet after breakfast. Spend 10 minutes soaking up gentle sunlight in the afternoon. Check your vitamin D3 levels regularly. And keep track of small changes in your body, whether in a notebook or a simple health app designed for seniors. If you've been forgetting more often, feeling tired for no clear reason, or having unexplained headaches, those may be your body's quiet signals. Listen to them. Your brain is your most precious treasure. It holds your memories, your voice, your gaze, and every loving word you've ever spoken. Protecting it doesn't take anything complicated. Just start today. Let today's small choices be the reason. You remain independent, sharp, and surrounded by the warmth of your family for many years to come.